Long, long ago, in a traditional Igbo village, nestled between dense forest and rich red earth, a heavy shadow of fear hung over the people. A mysterious sickness would creep in without warning, arguments would tear families apart, and even the wisest elders couldn't understand why their once prosperous land was failing. The harvests were poor, and a sense of unease settled deep in their hearts. One night, the oldest man in the village had a powerful dream. In his vision, his ancestors appeared before him. They were incredible figures, dressed in strange, magnificent masks. Their bodies were covered in flowing raffia that shimmered with an inner light. And when they spoke, their voices sounded like the rustling wind through the trees. "We have not abandoned you," the ancestors said. "We are always watching over you, but you no longer remember us." As the first light of dawn broke, the old man woke with a start. He quickly gathered all the villagers in the central square and recounted his vivid dream. A hushed silence fell over the crowd as they absorbed the weight of his words. Inspired and guided by the elders, the village's initiated men ventured deep into the sacred forest. There, with great care and reverence, they began to carve wooden masks, shaping them to look exactly like the ones the old man had seen in his vision. They adorned themselves in layers of raffia and vibrant cloth, completely concealing their human forms. They practiced sacred songs and learned ancient dances, their movements filled with a newfound spiritual energy. When they were ready, they emerged from the forest and returned to the village. The people who saw them gasped. They were terrified because these figures no longer looked like men. They moved with an otherworldly grace, their masked faces hiding all human expression. Seeing the villagers' fear, the elders stepped forward and declared with authority, "Do not be afraid. These are not men. These are our ancestors. Return to us." As the masked figures began to dance, a profound sense of peace washed over the entire village. It was a tangible feeling, like a cool breeze on a hot day. Miraculously, long-standing disputes were settled on the spot. People who had committed wrongdoings came forward and confessed, seeking forgiveness. And as the days turned into weeks, the land itself began to heal. The soil became fertile again, and the crops grew tall and strong. The ancestral spirits, speaking through the dancers, gave one final instruction: only the initiated should ever wear the sacred masks. This was to ensure that the spirits would always be treated with the highest respect and never mocked or taken lightly. From that day forward, people call these sacred spirits Mmanwu, which means the living presence of the dead. And so, every year since that time, the Mmanwu masquerades return. They dance not just to entertain, but to remind their people of who they are, where they come from, and the timeless truth that their ancestors still walk among them, guiding and protecting them always. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe for more cultural tales from around the world. See you next time.